Welcome to the 2020 New Jersey Legal Awards. I'm David Gellinella, editor of the New Jersey Law Journal brand and managing editor of regional brands ALM Media. It's been quite a year. We've gotten a chance to talk to many of you, many more of you we haven't gotten a chance to talk to. So first I'll just say we hope everyone out there is doing well, that the people that you care about are doing well, and that your businesses are doing well. Tonight's program, like many other things this year, looks and feels a bit different, but the objective is the same. That's to recognize legal professionals in the Garden State for their excellent work, for the impacts that they make, from litigation departments of the year to innovators to new leaders of the bar and everything in between. Later in tonight's program, we'll announce our winners for Law Firm of the Year and Attorney of the Year. Joining me tonight in the program is law editor Juliet Gillespie. Thank you to everyone who made nominations. The quality of them and just how many there are always make the job of selecting them difficult, but it's a rewarding process for us and a meaningful process to go through for our readers and for, we hope, the legal profession in the state. And of course, congratulations to all the winners. Thank you for your time. Please enjoy the show.
We will start with the awards for the Best Mentors. Dan Guadalupe of Norris McLaughlin was nominated for going above and beyond in taking an interest in the professional development of his mentees at his firm.
Evening. My name is Dan Guadalupe, and I am an equity member at Norris McLaughlin and the co-chair of the litigation department. I want to thank the New Jersey Law Journal for this great honor of this mentorship award. A mentor is someone who helps you see your inner strength and who helps you understand that if you have faith in yourself, you can achieve great things. A good mentor will also teach you humility. Being humble is the key to good mentorship. Understanding that you don't know everything and will never know everything, and that you're always learning. My two mentors, Larry Orloff and Judge William Dreyer, they taught me that I should worry about becoming an excellent lawyer first, and all good things will arrive at their own time. Thank you so much and have a good evening.
Jason Kislin of Greenberg Traurig for overseeing the firm's Associate Development Committee and launching new initiatives to engage mentors and mentees. Jeffrey Herman of Cohn, Liflin, Perlman, Herman, and Knopf is awarded for influencing the younger generation of attorneys at his firm, many of whom have become partners at the firm under his guidance. John Bowens of Skank, Price, Smith & King for creating a structured mentoring program that includes mock trials and mock oral arguments for litigation associates at the firm. Mary Gabriel of McCarter & English for being an active member of the firm's Professional Personnel Committee and leading the associate recruiting, training, and mentoring functions for Newark's litigation group. Michael Zickerman of Pecker & Abramson is awarded for his open door policy towards junior attorneys, offering guidance and insights to motivate and develop their professional growth.
I'd like to thank the New Jersey Law Journal for the honor of being selected as one of the 2020 Mentors of the Year. And I'd also like to thank my firm, Pecker & Abramson, for nominating me for this year's award, as well as thank all those other attorneys and judges throughout my career who have mentored me and who continue to mentor me even today. As law students, we are taught to zealously and ethically represent our clients' interests. But exactly how to effectively accomplish both these goals and balance is where law school often leaves off and where mentoring in practice begins. The Mentor Award is significant in that it highlights the importance of mentorship to bettering the legal profession, and receiving the award is particularly meaningful to me in that it is a welcome recognition of the efforts and success I have made mentoring and guiding other attorneys. Finally, I would like to congratulate this year's other award recipients on their achievement, especially Bob Pecker, my partner, and indeed one of my mentors, on his receipt of this year's Lifetime Achievement Award, a distinction which is certainly well deserved. Thank you.
Catherine Wells of Kayasa Shahinian and Jantamasi for her work in creating the firm's Women's Initiative, a mentoring program that ensures women at all levels are supporting each other. Geraldine Lawrence of Lawrence Law for guiding the mentees at her firm in both the law and business aspects of being an attorney. Kelly Wang of Lerner David Littenberg, Krumholtz, and Mentlick for proactively committing herself to mentoring the junior partners and associates at her firm to help them grow and succeed. Penelope Kaamanya of Weber, Gallagher, Simpson, Stapleton, Fires, and Newby, for taking it upon herself to seek out the younger attorneys at the firm and fostering a relationship with them regardless of industry, practice, or background.
Our next awards go to our unsung heroes, recognizing those whose important work is sometimes behind the scenes, but is nevertheless instrumental to success. The honorees are Chris Caslin from Cole Schatz for his practical, pragmatic approach to getting deals done. He's often described as an invaluable source of information and mentoring for others, who does it all without seeking attention or kudos. Eric Corlett from Pashman Stein Walder Hayden for demonstrating a behind-the-scenes commitment to the client and to the litigation process at his firm.
Hello, Eric Corlett with Pashman Stein Walder Hayden. I'm honored to receive the Unsung Hero Award this year, and I'm honored to share that award with my fellow nominees, who I'd like to congratulate. I think that the award recognizes teamwork in the practice of law, which I believe is a critical element of any case. Being able to draw on the collective knowledge of those at your firm that you work with, and also those attorneys on the other side of the caption who might be your co-counsel in a future case, is really invaluable and brings real value to every client's cause. So I'm fortunate to work with a great team at Pashman Stein Walder Hayden, who I'd like to thank, and I'd also like to thank the New Jersey Law Journal for holding these awards every year and recognizing collegiality and professionalism and teamwork in the practice of law. Thank you.
Lisa Spiegel from the New Jersey State Bar Association for doing work described as the most important work in New Jersey that no one knows about, creating more than 350 continuing legal education seminars every year. Natalie Richer from Lerner David, Littenberg, Krumholtz, and Mentlich for being a skilled legal strategist and a role model, but who's often the person behind the scenes helping her team to build success. Armand Leone from the firm of Britcher Leone for using his abilities as both a medical doctor and an attorney in the medical malpractice world, using his talents and training to permit his firm to present cases in an outstanding manner.
On behalf of Britcher Leone, it's a privilege to receive this award for an unsung hero from the New Jersey Law Journal. I've learned in medicine, law, and sports, it takes a team to win. And when our clients come to us in some of the most difficult times of their life, we all have to work together to create a success for them. No trial attorney, no lead partner in any mega deal walks into a courtroom or a negotiating room without a village behind them to help them represent their clients in the best way possible. From the phone calls early on in the case, to the discovery in the middle, to all the logistical issues of getting a case to trial. Without our back office and our staff, we could never make it happen. So when you read your New Jersey Law Journal and you see those headlines about the big verdict or the mega merger, remember all those people in the back office that made it possible. And so I want to thank the New Jersey Law Journal for recognizing all the unsung heroes that make our profession the noble profession that it is. Thank you.
Michael Klein from Fox Rothschild for his work as the firm's Assistant General Counsel, providing solutions to enhance every lawyer's practice, not only in terms of ethics and professional responsibility, but excellence in the services that they deliver. And finally, Dennis Toft from Chiesa Shahinian and John Tomasi for being an integral part of defining his firm's future, serving on the technology, managing, and marketing committees, ensuring growth and prosperity in today's highly competitive legal marketplace. Congratulations to all of our unsung heroes.
Our next category is Attorney of the Year. There are 3 finalists for this category, and I'll say a few words about each finalist before announcing our 2020 Attorney of the Year at the end of tonight's ceremony. First, congratulations to finalist Frank Corrado of Barry, Corrado, Grassi, and Gillen Schwartz. Frank Corrado has a hand in many of the most important public interest cases in New Jersey. In 2019, he handled litigation over the state's plan to give grants of $11 million to 2 schools that prepare religious leaders. He also worked to limit the state's right to access information on individual cell phones, and he sought to demonstrate the novel legal theory that a toxic, sexually charged environment at a state prison for women violates the state's law against discrimination. On behalf of the ACLU of New Jersey, Corrado spoke out publicly against an agreement by which Cape May County is deputized to help enforce federal immigration law. He's known as someone who takes up progressive causes, but to quote Frank, "I may disagree with what you say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it."
Moving on to our next category for lifetime achievement, we would like to recognize 2 attorneys who have left their mark on the profession through consistent excellence over their careers. First, we recognize Karen A. Gianelli of Gibbons PC. After a nearly 40-year career at Gibbons, Ms. Gianelli continues to lead some of the country's most complex, high-profile matters in the financial restructuring and creditors' rights fields. She's a member of the firm's executive committee and a founding member of the award-winning Gibbons Women's Initiative. She was the first woman elected chair of the New Jersey State Bar Association's bankruptcy law section and the first female attorney from New Jersey elected into the American College of Bankruptcy. We would also like to recognize Robert S. Picard of Picard and Abramson. He's had a long, distinguished career over 4 decades with an immense impact on the construction industry and bar. He's a founding partner of the firm, which started as a 3-attorney practice and is now one of the nation's largest construction law firms. While he's an active advocate for alternative dispute resolution, he's had a career of successful litigations, including one landmark ruling in 1980 that is often cited today.
I want to thank the editors of the New Jersey Law Journal for the honor of being the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award. I started my legal career in 1972 as a young construction lawyer in New Jersey. As I endeavored to establish myself in the profession, I found the lawyers in New Jersey in my field to be welcoming and collegial, and I hope that I've reflected those characteristics towards others in the profession. In 1978, Rich Abramson and I formed Picard and Abramson. Starting with an office of only 3 lawyers in Hackensack, we grew the firm to dozens of fine lawyers serving the construction industry. After initiating leadership succession in the firm with younger partners, we are proud to have grown to more than 115 lawyers in 10 offices throughout the United States and affiliations with law firms around the world. I'm extraordinarily proud of the lawyers at Picard and Abramson and the quality of legal work that they deliver. My lifetime of service to clients in the legal profession is not nearly done yet. With good fortune and good health, I hope to continue my contributions for the next years. Thank you again for this high honor.
Our next award honors in-house attorneys and legal departments who made an impact in 2019. Congrats to these 4 honorees. Ferrero USA, for adding depth and expertise to its legal department, building what it calls a best-in-class legal team for North America, and its work in 2019 on several product launches and other initiatives.
Good evening. On behalf of me, my team, and Ferrero North America, I would like to thank the New Jersey Law Journal and those individuals involved in selecting the winners of the 2020 In-House Impact Awards. I also want to congratulate the other legal departments who won in this category: Panasonic North America, Audible, and Middlesex Water Company, and the legal departments that were nominated for this award. The role of the in-house legal department has evolved over the years, with lawyers now having a place at the table with company management when making strategic decisions. CEOs and CFOs recognize that the ways in which businesses were run and the choices made in the late 1990s and early aughts may no longer be relevant for successful business today. With long-standing companies filing for bankruptcy, e-commerce taking over the retail industry, and a plaintiff's bar that has become a multi-million-dollar industry of its own, today's C-suite demands a strong legal department. With this added responsibility, legal departments, no matter the size, are looking to add technological resources, implement compliance training for employees, request alternate fee arrangements from law firms, and develop litigation strategies to minimize impact on the company and its business leaders. In the more than 10 years I have been with Ferrero North America, our growth has been exponential. My team and I are very excited for the challenges ahead and will continue to work with our business leaders to ensure the company's successful future. Thank you again for this honor and have a good night.
Middlesex Water Company, for achieving favorable results in complex business litigation and base rate cases before the Board of Public Utilities, maintaining regulatory relations, and living the company's doing right core values. Panasonic North America, for centralizing its regional department structure to provide greater consistency, collaboration, and efficiencies through the legal centers of excellence, and for its long-term partnership with Volunteer Lawyers for Justice on the Veterans Legal Wellness Clinic. Audible, Inc., for a breakout year in pro bono efforts, joining with pro bono partnership and increasing its number of pro bono projects. 9 lawyers from Audible and parent company Amazon helped 12 New Jersey nonprofits on 38 different projects, mostly in Audible's headquarters city of Newark. The Dealmakers of the Year honors attorneys for their excellent work in transactional practices such as corporate, mergers and acquisitions, real estate, and bankruptcy. Congratulations to these 5 honorees. McCarter & English's Venture Capital and Emerging Growth Practice for completing some 250 finance and M&A transactions worth a combined $6 billion last year, and for assisting a U.S.-based client in efforts to provide cost-efficient, clean energy to communities across Africa. Leo V. Leva of Cole Schatz for his work on several large projects, most notably for Cove Property Group on its Hudson Yards redevelopment. In 2019, he helped Cove close on $724 million in financing to recapitalize the property. Gary Hirschman and Anjana Patel of Epstein Becker Green's Healthcare and Life Sciences practice for closing 15 deals in 2019 worth more than $1.1 billion combined, including the acquisition, recapitalization, or sale of various types of facilities and practices. Keith Gilman of Lerner David Littenberg Krumholtz and Mentlich for advising Stryker and other clients on 15 deals last year, and internally for his work in moving the IP Boutique's headquarters to Cranford and for making strides toward the firm's succession plan. Baker McKenzie's Life Sciences Group for advising deals such as Galapagos NV's $5.1 billion transformative collaboration with Gilead Sciences, H. Lundbeck's $1.95 billion acquisition of Alder Biopharmaceuticals, and Estella's acquisition of Xiphos Biosciences.
Our second finalist for Attorney of the Year is C.J. Griffin of Pashman Stein Walter Hayden. In 2019, CJ helped launch the firm's Justice Gary S. Stein Public Interest Center, which focuses on high-profile litigation and advocacy that advances social, racial, and economic justice. The center also works to protect civil liberties and constitutional rights and promotes an open and transparent government. CJ is the center's first director, working alongside partner organizations and leading all of the firm's pro bono efforts. Another significant 2019 achievement was representing the ACLU of New Jersey as amicus in Correa versus Grassi, a voting rights case. Now in districts where the primary language of at least 10% of registered voters is Spanish, sample and official ballots must be printed bilingually in English and Spanish. CJ was also involved in multiple lawsuits relating to high-profile public health issues.
I want to thank the Law Journal for naming me as a finalist for the Attorney of the Year award. When I look back at my career, without a doubt the most important thing that has ever happened to me was being hired by Pashman Stein. Pashman Stein is full of people who love the law and, like me, believe that we should use our law licenses to do some good in this world. It's no secret that one of my favorite things about the firm is Justice Stein, who is not only a brilliant legal mind, but also a very kind and generous man. Justice Stein has devoted his entire career to serving the public, and so I was very honored to be named the director of the Justice Gary S. Stein Public Interest Center last year. I consider it a true privilege and responsibility to lead a center that's named after such a legal giant. After Ruth Bader Ginsburg died last month, I was very sad, as I am sure that many of you were too. But after a few days, I felt motivated to do even bigger and better things in the future. I know Justice Stein isn't going to stop fighting until New Jersey's public schools are desegregated. And I know I'm not going to stop fighting until police departments in this state are transparent and accountable, because I believe that Black Lives Matter. And with our federal courts looking very grim, we'll keep litigating and filing amicus briefs in state courts to make sure that New Jersey case law is a better place for civil rights litigants. My firm has put tremendous resources into the Public Interest Center and also into my own career, and for that I will be forever grateful. And I'm really looking forward to everything that we're going to be able to accomplish in the future for social justice.
Our awards for new leaders of the bar recognize attorneys under the age of 40 who bring both notable achievements and outstanding potential to the table. We were overwhelmed with the number of outstanding new leaders of the bar entries, so this category will be announced in 2 separate sections. Congratulations to our first group of new leaders of the bar. Sherry Albin from Sabre. John P. Allen, Skenk Price Smith & King. Olajide Araromi, the U.S. Attorney's Office, District of New Jersey. Levi W. Barrett, Picard and Abramson.
Thank you to the New Jersey Law Journal for naming me as one of the new leaders of the bar this year. Certainly, I'd rather be gathering with all my friends and colleagues to celebrate this award in person, but I'm very happy that we're able to hold this event virtually. I'd like to thank Picard and Abramson for being such a wonderful place to work and cultivate a career, and creating such an excellent culture for a young attorney to thrive in. I'd also like to thank all of our friends and colleagues and clients in the construction industry for all of their support over the years. Thank you, and everyone, enjoy your evening.
Philip C. Baucknight, Fisher Phillips. Brian N. Biglin, Dwayne Morris. Caitlin P. Casquino, Walsh Pizzi O'Reilly Falanga. Emily DeSmet, Morgan Lewis and Bacchius. Jesse C. Dresser from Friar Levitt. Jason R. Finkelstein, Cole Schatz. C.J. Fisher, Fox Rothschild. Ryan J. Gaffney, Chasen Lamparello, Mallon and Capuzzo. Jordan Goldsmith, Cohn, Lifflin, Perlman, Herman and Knopf. Lisa Gora, Valence, Goldman and Spitzer. Lucas F. Hammonds, Sills, Cummis and Gross. Marissa Lepore Hovanek, Gompertz, Penza, McDermott, and Von Ellen.
Our awards for Legal Innovators recognizes creative and inspiring approaches and forward-thinking individuals. And the honorees are Susan Usatine of Cole Schatz for serving as chair of the Discovery Services Practice Group, founding the Information Governance Practice Group, and launching Susan's Spaceship, a proprietary due diligence and discovery workflow and technology platform. Knowledge Group at Fragaman, Delray, Bernson, and Lowy for its innovation using the firm's vast data with trends and public data collected to provide analytics to drive insights for clients. Robert Fuji Jr. of Fuji Law Firm. In addition to handling litigation on behalf of sexual abuse victims, Fuji excels as an innovator in his field as the founder of the School of Biblical Studies and Theological Inquiry, and is active in the Toms River Community Church. Thomas Ryan of Laddie Clark & Ryan, who consciously built a culture that places high a value on the community within the office by introducing events such as the firm's annual Economic Forum, Nonprofit Forum, and the upcoming inaugural Innovation Forum.
The third finalist for Attorney of the Year is Michelle Mobahead of McCarter & English. Michelle is pro bono partner at the firm, and her passion and commitment have led to multiple years of record growth in the number of pro bono hours completed by McCarter attorneys. Michelle has launched new projects serving veterans, survivors of sexual assault, and those needing expungements, among many others. But there are 2 areas in particular where Michelle's work has had a broad and deep impact: the crisis in tenants facing eviction in the city of Newark, and the urgent need to represent people held in immigration detention in New Jersey. Michelle is planning to expand these 2 large-scale initiatives beyond McCarter, sharing her experiences with peers at other firms to further broaden the legal representation for these 2 populations. Congratulations to all 3 finalists for Attorney of the Year.
Next, we move to Litigation Departments of the Year, where we recognize firms for the important matters they worked on, the impressive results they achieved for clients, and the ways in which they advanced the law. The winner for General Litigation Midsize Firm goes to Sills, Cummis & Gross for winning a $24.3 million jury verdict on behalf of a neurosurgery practice in litigation against Valley Hospital over revocation of staff privileges and bringing client claims before the U.S. Supreme Court, among other results. Congratulations also to the winner for General Litigation Small Firm Epstein Ostrov for resolving a decade-long zoning dispute between Chai Center for Living Judaism and the Township of Millburn, achieving a settlement during trial in a complex Burlington County injury case that netted $1.4 million and successes before the appellate division. Our next winner for appellate litigation is Pashman Stein Walder Hayden for tackling issues of first impression and winning appellate victories representing the ACLU of New Jersey as amicus in voting rights litigation, and a case concerning the ADA's impact on New Jersey's medical marijuana program, in business tort case Deborah Hart and Lung Center versus Virtua Health, and more.
So, hello everybody. A huge thank you to the Law Journal for recognizing Pashman Stein Walder Hayden as the Appellate Department of the Year for the third time running. It really means so much to me and to us. And, you know, I'm very proud of the litigation group that we've built here at our firm. But it's especially meaningful to be recognized for our appellate advocacy. And I guess the reason for that is, in my view, it's among the hardest things that we do as lawyers. In order to advocate effectively in the context of appellate litigation, the first thing you need to do, obviously, is tame a record, which is often quite large, and reduce it to a digestible narrative that will keep the attention of the reader and that tells the most compelling story that you can tell to the benefit of your client, utterly faithful to the facts. And that's really hard work, and some of the most satisfying moments in my career have been rereading an appellate brief after the hours and hours of hard work that went into it are completed and the brief isn't final. But then you get the opportunity to argue before some of the best judges that our state has to offer, who are almost always thoroughly engaged and prepared. And there's nothing more fun from a litigator's point of view than getting to argue important and substantive issues of law before an engaged panel. And here in New Jersey, our appellate division judges are second to none. They're the cream of the crop. And so for those reasons, it's very gratifying to me that our firm and our litigation group has been recognized for its appellate advocacy. I want to send a congratulations to all of the recipients of awards tonight. I know many of you, most of you, and of course I know the firms, and so I celebrate this award with you. And just in the spirit of appellate work, I'd feel remiss if I didn't say to everybody who's watching how thrilled we are to be able to welcome Judge Ellen Koblitz to our firm, to our appellate department, to our ADR department. She spent years on the appellate division as a presiding judge, and we're just couldn't be happier to have her. So the question I was supposed to answer was, how has the pandemic, or how will the pandemic change the way we litigate. And it's not going to change the way we litigate in appellate courts much at all. We might have to argue remotely for a bit longer, but we don't expect that part of the practice to change all that much. And so I thought that I'd take this opportunity to just thank you all and offer a couple of observations about my view of appellate practice. So thanks to all.
Riker, Danzig, Scherer, Highland, and Peretti is our Litigation Department of the Year for Securities Litigation for their work in obtaining numerous zero awards, defending financial advisors and others in arbitration, for winning a $1.1 million award for a client in a termination and defamation dispute, and for successes in state and federal courts.
Hi, my name is AJ Borelli. I'm a partner with Riker, Danzig, Scherer, Highland, and Peretti. I lead our securities litigation, arbitration, regulatory, and investigations practice group. I am honored to accept this award from the New Jersey Law Journal for Litigation Department of the Year for a specialty practice area. Here at Riker, our team's representation of financial services firms is simultaneously specialized and broad as we handle commercial litigation, securities arbitration, employment matters, regulatory investigations, and internal investigations. I'm especially proud that our team goes above and beyond by having a deep understanding of our clients' business as we continually assess litigation, regulatory, and reputational risk, while also taking into account business considerations. On behalf of the firm and our team, thank you to the New Jersey Law Journal and to our clients and friends, without whom this award would not have been possible.
Congratulations to Methfessel and Werbel, Litigation Department of the Year for Insurance Litigation. The firm obtained a no-cause verdict in a groundbreaking case raising the issue of coverage for a student-athlete injury, and brought an errors and omissions coverage issue before the New Jersey Supreme Court, which determined that student records are exempt from the Open Public Records Act.
Hello, this is Eric Harrison of Methfessel and Werbel. On behalf of the firm, I would like to thank the New Jersey Law Journal for naming us for the 5th time in 7 years Insurance Defense Law Firm of the Year. I have worked at this firm for 26 years. That is my entire legal career. That is half of my life. And it has been an incredibly rewarding quarter century plus for 3 primary reasons: the people we work with, the investment that we've made in those people, and the clients for whom we work. The people we work with consists of some of the most talented, hardworking, and passionate attorneys that you will ever meet. These attorneys, day in and day out, demonstrate professionalism and integrity to their clients, to their colleagues, to their adversaries, and to the bench. The support staff behind these attorneys are not simply people who punch in at 9 and punch out at 5. These are people who have taken the time to learn the often idiosyncratic needs of clients across the country, to meet those needs in a manner that allows the attorneys to do their substantive legal work while ensuring that the client's deadlines and protocols are all satisfied. The investment that we've made in our staff goes beyond simply training so that they can become better lawyers and paralegals and other support staff. It goes into the technological infrastructure of the firm and the depth that we've built so that when a crisis such as COVID comes along, we can ensure that our clients' needs are still being met while ensuring safety in the workplace and an appropriate work-life balance for all of our employees who may be facing challenges at home. Finally, our clients, from whom we've had the opportunity to earn loyalty since 1972. The insurance industry, like most sub-industries within the legal world, has been changing. The needs of the clients have been changing for decades. We've been given an opportunity to think outside the box and often come up with unique solutions to meet the needs of our clients, to handle their claims in the most cost-effective manner possible, and doing so in a way that protects their insureds and ensures their continued productivity. We appreciate this award so much. We look forward to a time when we can get together with our colleagues and our friends in person to congratulate them Congratulations to all the other honorees, and thank you again.
Finally, Lerner David Littenberg Krumholtz and Metlick is the Litigation Department of the Year for Intellectual Property Litigation for prevailing in a copyright case over Pepsi's 2016 Super Bowl commercial and notching inter partes review victories for Abbott Laboratories and Amneal Pharmaceuticals, among other cases.
Good evening. My name is Greg Gewirtz, and I chair the litigation department at Lerner David. I would initially like to thank ALM and New Jersey Law Journal for this great honor and very humbly accept the award for the Litigation Department of the Year for Intellectual Property on behalf of Lerner David. For us here at Lerner David, intellectual property is more than just a department. It is all we do and all we have done for over 50 years. While we do have very busy trademark and copyright practices, patents are a key part of our focus and a bit of our lifeblood here. Our litigators almost all have technical degrees or backgrounds in engineering and other sciences, from electrical, computer, pharmaceutical, chemistry, and mechanical. And we use these resources and we use these degrees and all this background and credit that to help us simplify very complicated technical issues that are germane to patent law and patents and inventions in general. We then use that to help simplify these concepts, these technical concepts, to effectively use them in both federal court litigation and proceedings called inter partes review proceedings that are litigation-like proceedings handled before the United States Patent and Trademark Office, in which the validity of patents are challenged or defended. And we've enjoyed this practice for many years. Many of you know us as the IP boutique firm from Westfield, New Jersey. We were there for the better part of 4 decades of our 50-year life. And we have recently moved to Cranford, New Jersey, where we hope to celebrate our next 50 years. I thank all of you for your attention and again for this great award, which we are pleased to accept, and wish you all a very pleasant night. Thank you.
We will now continue to congratulate our new leaders of the bar, starting with Natalia Johnson, Riker Danzig, Shearer, Highland, and Peretti, Vabiz Karangia, Epstein, Ostrov, Molly Kellett, Connell Foley, Marissa Koblitz Kingman, Fox Rothschild, Kirsten Cordbawi, Greenbaum, Rowe, Smith, and Davis, Daniela Crinchpun, Greenberg Traurig, Kelly Lloyd Lankford, Dentons, Andrew Linden, Norris McLaughlin.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Linden from Norris McLaughlin. I'd like to thank the ALM and the New Jersey Law Journal for the wonderful honor of new leader of the bar. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to work with the other new leaders to help shape the New Jersey bar in years to come. I'm very grateful to be recognized among so many other terrific attorneys. Congratulations to all of you as well. And one recipient I would like to specifically mention is Dan Guadalupe, who received a mentorship award. I've been fortunate to work with Dan for many years, and I've seen firsthand how he has helped associates become better lawyers and how he's impacting the future of the firm as the co-chair of the litigation group. Thank you again, and I wish we could have all celebrated together. Be well.
Matthew L. Lippert, Sills, Cummis, and Gross, Natalie Mantell, McCarter and English, Richard Ramones, Consolidated Rail Corp, David Schmidt, Stark and Stark, Mark Scirocco, Law Offices of Robert A. Scirocco, Marquis Whitney, Gibbons.
Our penultimate category is Law Firm of the Year. Congratulations to our 3 finalists. First, Cole Schatz and Hackensack. For a firm its size, it is known to punch above its weight class. Coleshots does not rely on a few core areas, but excels across practice areas. The firm's lawyers have garnered honors in multiple categories tonight: Unsung Heroes, Innovators, Dealmakers, and New Leaders of the Bar. The firm's technology investments prepared them to transition from 7 offices in 6 states into a virtual law firm seamlessly earlier this year. And in terms of business, the firm has experienced significant revenue growth in recent years.
When you evaluate a piece of art, you can see the imagination, the creativity, the technique, the skill, and how much of oneself the artist poured into it. It takes a certain courage to be creative, to continually challenge yourself and to trust yourself. It takes confidence, not cockiness, to impart a clear vision. At Coleshots, lawyering is our art. We are a coalition of attorneys inspired by and committed to our clients' mission and objectives, understanding that the law provides for creativity, which can be contagious. We give all of our talented employees the freedom and the palette needed to evolve and innovate alongside clients, industry trends, and the market. This has been a key to the firm's success, growth, and ability to thrive over its 90-year history. Take, for example, some of my colleagues that have recently been recognized by the New Jersey Law Journal. Susan Usatine, who, when given the proper resources, was able to create proprietary technology, become a subject matter expert in the critical area of electronic discovery that consistently saves our attorneys time and our clients money. Leo Leyva, who created our real estate special opportunities practice after the 2008 financial crisis. Robert DePisa, who established the firm's cannabis law group and allowed the firm to grow alongside a new emerging industry. It is no surprise that when COVID-19 presented the most unknown of challenges, everyone at the firm rose to the occasion, leveraged all we had built together, and ensured our clients received the attention they required when they needed us most. It was almost in an instant that we felt the ramifications of COVID-19. So much was at stake for our clients, for their life's work and their businesses. We had to be creative and relentless in finding solutions. And in some cases, that meant setting new precedents. In the Modell's case, we had to find a way to temporarily suspend proceedings. So we did just that. And we did it by using a rarely cited section of the Bankruptcy Code. When True Religion filed for bankruptcy, my colleague accomplished a rare feat when they emerged with the first successful retail reorganization plan since the pandemic began. The case was later referred to as a minor miracle by the presiding judge. This is the type of lawyering that we have come to know and expect across all of our practices and departments. The type of lawyering that we take pride in, the type of lawyering that our clients have come to trust. As co-managing shareholder of Coleshots, it has been a privilege and the distinction of my career to work alongside this eclectic and skilled group of practitioners and professionals. On behalf of the firm, we are incredibly thankful to our clients, without whom we would not be here. Thank you to ALM and to New Jersey Law Journal for this nomination. It is an honor to be listed alongside such esteemed peers. While you can be a great artist without others to appreciate your art, the distinction would be meaningless.
The second finalist is Lerner, David, Littenberg, Krumholtz, and Mentlich, a boutique firm focused solely on intellectual property matters. Their excellence in 2019 was exhibited by cross-utilizing talents in patent litigation and procurement with post-issuance proceedings at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. This mostly involves inter partes review of patents, a type of work coveted by many law firms. The difference Lerner David brings to the table is an intimate knowledge of not only the IP issues, but also the inner workings of the office. The third finalist is McCarter & English. This firm has lawyers with expertise to handle all types of matters and has successfully litigated cases from Hawaii to Maine. In 2019, their transactional practices were involved in more than 240 private equity, venture capital, and M&A transactions with an aggregate value of more than $6 billion. Finally, their lawyers give back through a robust pro bono program that was recognized by the American Bar Association in 2019, as well as the Law Journal this year through the work of Michelle Movahead, and through active involvement with the trade associations and bar associations. Thank you to all three finalists, and please join me in congratulating the winner of Law Firm of the Year, McCarter & English. Congratulations. Before we conclude the event this evening, it is my pleasure to announce the winner of the Attorney of the Year award. This attorney's work has made for an iconic career in public interest law, and the work done in 2019 certainly encapsulates that fine career. Congratulations to the New Jersey Law Journal's Attorney of the Year, Frank Corrado.
First, good evening. First, allow me to say what a privilege and honor it is for me to receive this award. I consider it one of the high points, if not the high point of my legal career. Second, allow me to congratulate my co-finalists, CJ and Michelle, both of whom are wonderful lawyers, and either of whom could have been standing here in my stead. Third, I want to thank my family, my partners and associates in my law firm, and all of my colleagues at the bar who've contributed so much to my professional development. I intend to spend what remains of my professional career increasing my commitment to public service law, and in particular, my commitment to the First Amendment, which I consider one of the bedrocks of our legal system, and our wager that the better angels of our nature will eventually prevail. I trust that will be the case as we go forward. Thank you very much, and thank you all for honoring me in this way.
That concludes the 2020 New Jersey Legal Awards. Thank you to the sponsors. Congratulations to the honorees. Thank you to everyone for watching. The footage of the event, including the honoree videos, will be made available on our event website shortly. We look forward to hearing from you next year. We wish you the best for the rest of 2020. And in the interim, stay well. Thanks, everyone.